So the original idea of this video started back a couple weeks ago, I believe. When I was on eBay looking for one of those fake GTX 1050s or 960s or 750s, either one of those, they're all basically the same thing. And I was originally going to do a video on that and, seeing if it actually can do anything if someone accidentally did buy them and they can't return it and they're stuck with it. I was wondering if it can actually do anything and, you actually can't survive with it. But then, after a couple hours of searching for those, I came across some, actual, authentic, NVIDIA and AMD video cards for on the low end. And then I came across this video card for, $24. And, from the looks of it, it actually does look like a pretty beefy video card, and it's from ASUS. And, I did a couple background checks, and it's a real thing. And I was originally going to do a video, talking about if this thing could actually play video games, and if you can find one of these for really cheap, is it worth buying one? But that was the original idea. So, what's the point of the video? Well, recently, one of my friends just literally asked me, hey, do you want a video card? And I told them, sure. And then they showed up and they just gave me this thing. So, they just told me, do whatever the hell you want with it. I don't want it anymore. It's probably broken. I don't know. And judging from the zip-tied fan on it, it probably is. And, I'm really not sure what to do about this. So, the entire point of the video is seeing if this thing is usable or even works, and can I play a game with it? So, let's find out. Yeah. So, you're probably wondering, how am I going to test it? Well, we're going to be using my custom-made test bench that I that I made out of scrap parts I had laying around, and it actually does work, sort of, and that's fine. Probably works, who knows. So, from the looks of it, he literally just zip-tied a 92mm fan on it, which probably works. He only used 3 zip ties, but, I mean, it is pretty stuck on, so it probably should work. And there's nothing on the back indicating what kind of video card this is. It doesn't tell me if it's AMD or NVIDIA. So let's put it on the test bench and see if it runs. So now we gotta plug in our fan header, and then we also have 2 3-pin PCI power things. So we plug that in, and it should hopefully turn on. There's actually nothing indicating me if it will turn on, because the fan is not actually connected to the card. It's connected to the motherboard, so we actually don't know if it will turn on or not, but it'll probably be fine. Alright, so test number 1, plugging in the thing, and then power supply's on, and let's see if this works. Doesn't look like we're getting a video output. Well, we might actually have a dead video card on us. I'm not too disappointed. It was a free video card anyways, but I was actually kind of hoping it actually would work, and that's disappointing. I'm gonna try a couple things and see if it works. So here we have my old GTX 1060, and you might have actually saw the video of me actually zip tying this fan on it. And I know this video card works, so I'm going to double check that this motherboard and CPU actually does work. Now, it's a Ryzen 7, so it should almost always output to a video card, mainly because there's no onboard graphics. But that really shouldn't impact on this in any way. Another thing that could be screwing us is the cable or the adapter or the monitor itself. But if this video card does output to the monitor, so that should mean that the cable and the monitor both works, and my camera's really out of focus. Okay. Alright, so I have my 1060 installed. Let's see if this works. Okay, it works. It actually does work. We're running into Windows, so I'm gonna turn this on. Okay, so the monitor cable and the actual computer itself completely works. So anything wrong with this entire thing is going to be the video card. So I'm going to try a couple more things to see if I can get this video card to work. But if none of that works, then we have a dead video card. So now I've done to install this. So it's been about 22-ish minutes, and yes, that's not the longest amount of time, but nothing I've tried is getting this video card to work. I tried a different cable, I actually already tried a different monitor, I tried a different power supply, and nothing I'm doing is working, so from the looks of it, we did get a dead video card, but granted, it was free, so I am overexposed as crap. Wait a second. What? Okay, so I found out the problem. Now, the first thing, it's amazing that we actually have an output. It actually works. That part's amazing. But what I did find out is that the video card does work, but only one output source works. So the most bottom DVI port is the only thing that actually works. So, I don't know if you can see it, but we're getting the NVIDIA control panel, so that means we have an NVIDIA card of some sort, and it's reading two displays for some reason. Turns out we have a GTX 560 Ti. Now that is actually not that awful. Granted, it's a pretty old-ass card, but it's still usable, I suppose. So, okay, so we got so, I'm gonna zoom out. So, from the looks of it, my friend literally gave me a free 560 Ti that he zip-tied a fan to. And unfortunately, only one DVI port works, but hey, it still outputs, but it actually does work. Let's run a benchmark. It's not crashing, but it's not loading. It technically would mean, oh, okay, nope, it's working. And I'm not really sure that fan's gonna be enough to cool a 560 Ti. Those old the old NVIDIA cards are really power hungry and is a literal barbecue. So I'm gonna try to run the benchmark, and we're at 720p and at my mouse is gone. Okay, and at the lowest settings. So all right, let's run a benchmark. I really don't know if that fan's good enough for it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, the reason why I'm not screen recording the screen is mainly because I want to give it as much, performance as I can out of this, but just looking at this is just awful. But hey, we're getting, around 50-ish frames. I don't know if my camera can see it, but oh boy, this is just bad. So, 39 frames per second at the lowest 720p is honestly not the worst. I'm gonna try to max out as much as I can. We're going 800 by 600, boys. So, let's do this. Yeah, boy, we're getting over 60. But it looks awful. I can't control my tripod. This thing is just awful. But hey, we're almost getting 60 frames per second though. So that's decent. But oh my god, the textures on this thing is just, oh my god. Okay, so switching it to an 800 by 600, and we increased our frame rate up to 50 frames per second on average. Now that's still pretty awful, but hey, but the downside is that everything just looks awful. So for my last test, I want to see if I can run a full Shadow of the Tomb Raider benchmark at 1080p. And, let's find out. Oh my good lord. At 1080p low, we averaged in 22 frames per second. I wasn't here when I watched it, mainly because, I didn't want to. So, we can safely say that this thing is just not, no, just, no, just, no. Fucking piece of garbage off my fucking test. So after about 3 hours of testing, and no joke, that's actually how long it took me, and I didn't record it mainly because I don't know. But after about a couple hours of testing, I can safely say that the 560 Ti is definitely not a video card you should buy in 2019, unless you can get it for like $10 and you're just going to use it as a display driver just to run Windows and just browse YouTube and yeah. Now, if you can get it for less than $10 and you actually do want to play some games, probably like really low-end esports games at 720p medium at best, that's honestly probably the bestest thing to do. Now, yes, it was able to run Shadow of the Tomb Raider at 720p low, but it barely managed 30 frames per second, and granted, this was on an open air test bench, so that's probably the main reason why I even got that far. So honestly, this video card in general is just not one you should buy. And so that concludes this video. I know it was pretty short, but honestly I just need to get something out there, mainly because I'm running out of ideas again. And I want to keep this channel alive, and this was the best I could do for the moment. The next video is going to be me testing a hopefully more promising looking video card that I'm honestly probably going to be disappointed in, since it was only $24. And well, who knows. So stay tuned for this video. And I don't know what the video after that's going to be, so let's find out. And if you guys did enjoy the video, click the like button, consider subscribing. If you guys didn't like it, just hit the other button, go watch a better video somewhere else. I honestly don't know what else to tell you. But if you guys really did enjoy it, click the like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. And this microphone is above me, I just now realized that.